Hey guys, Richard here from the School of Nomads. So in today's video I want to go through our affiliate marketing step-by-step beginner's guide for making money online. That's a lot, right? But listen, if you're a beginner and you want to know about affiliate marketing, this is going to be a great video for you because I'm going to take you through everything that you need to know to get started. Also, if you stick around to the end, I'm going to take you through our own 12-step action plan, which is completely free and you can grab today. And it shows you exactly how to do all of these things I'll describe in a lot more detail. So just before we start, guys, my name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. If you haven't been over to our channel before, go ahead and hit that subscribe and notification bell, and I'll let you know whenever I release new videos. And guys, if you want to go and grab our 12-step action plan for starting affiliate marketing online, go ahead and hit the link in the description below and we'll take you through the whole process step by step. Okay, so these are the type of topics we're going to discuss today. So the first thing is we're going to go through the roadmap to success. Now, this is a high-level view of what the affiliate marketing process actually looks like, plus some recommended tools. Now, I'll point you to a video that I did recently, which goes through all the different tools that I use and the costs of each and some recommendations of where to go and get it. But this is going to be just an overview of the types of tools you need. Now, you can start affiliate marketing for free, but if you're serious and you want to start a real business online, there is some little tools that you need to get going. So the second thing we'll go through is the product and promotion piece. So how you actually go and find the types of products that you're going to go and promote, where you go and pick those products, the types of promotion strategies you can use, and then the types of funnels that you can use. So if you're completely beginner, you don't know what funnels are, I can go through all of that stuff when we get to that stage. Then I'll talk to you about where you can actually go and get people who will visit your product and service and buy. So that's the types of traffic that you can generate. So I'm going to give you some various options of traffic and actually some places you can get started off pretty quickly. And then I'll go through a whole summary with our 3 secrets of success. Easy for me to say. And also I want to go through my 12-step action plan. I'll show you that in a little bit of detail, and then obviously you can go and grab that below. So guys, this is kind of our high-level roadmap to success. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to choose a niche and a product. Now, I would start with one product to start with if you're a complete beginner, right? So you don't overwhelm yourself. But figure out a niche that you're interested in and figure out ones that there's products in that people will buy online. So that's very, very critical. And we'll take you through that in a little bit more detail during this video. But that niche in the product is the first thing. Then you set up your system and your processes around how you actually go ahead and promote that. So I'm going to tell you the quick way and the free way and the way that doesn't really work that much. And I'm going to tell you a proper way to do it and the way that we always teach. Then we'll talk about developing your content and what kind of content you can develop for each of these ways of actually promoting. Then we need to drive traffic. Now, obviously, traffic is crucial because that's customers. So we need to figure out how we're going to drive traffic back to our product or service that we decide to actually promote. And then, obviously, we do the rinse and repeat method, which we always teach. Once you find a formula that works for you, a piece of content that works for you, you just do it again and again and again, and then you'll start seeing more and more traffic as the days and weeks go on. So very, very critical, these 5 steps. Looks very simple, but I'm going to go through in a little bit more detail during this video. So guys, these are the recommended tools, right? Now this is a high level view of those recommended tools. If you look at this video here, and I'll put it in the link in the description below, then that'll give you a little bit more detail about these tools and where you can go and get them. Now some of them are free to start with, and some of them you obviously have to pay. Now, if you want to build a real business online, I would recommend that you start off with these tools, right? Now, if you want to do this for free, then fair enough, you can start this for free, but don't use any of these push button softwares or any of these kind of stuff that you get on Warrior Plus. Ignore all that stuff, it doesn't work. Get yourself a real system that you can put together and actually build a business online, right? So you need a domain and a website, you need a page builder, you need some form of graphics, you need a keyword tool, and you need an autoresponder. They're the kind of general things that you need to get started. So again, if you go ahead and watch Affiliate Marketing Tools 2020, I do this in much more detail, and it'll take you through exactly how to go ahead and get those tools and how much it actually costs me at the moment to run my business monthly. So next up is the types of products. So we need to figure out what type of product or service that we are going to actually promote online. Now, if you're completely new to affiliate marketing, what happens here is the people that actually produce those products allow other people to sell them and have a commission for selling them, right? So what we do is we go and find where these type of affiliate programs exist, and then we go ahead and we grab links from those affiliate programs, and once we start advertising them, when they make a sale, we make money. That's how the whole thing works. So there's various things that you can do. And again, this is kind of niche specific. So we've got to figure out for our niche, what are the best types of products that sell. So for instance, if you're in an outdoor niche and you've got lots of equipment like climbing or mountain biking or whatever, you might want to go to more physical type things that people would want to buy. So you would go to stores like Amazon or ShareASale, or even Market Health has got health type products that are physical, and you would go to places like that and find products that you can go and promote on your own website or YouTube channel. So they would be more physical things. Now, if you're kind of in a more digital space and you're promoting things that are more informational, then you can go to places like ClickBank or Warrior Plus or JVZoo, and there's lots of products there. Now, a caveat to all of this is you've got to do your research. There's a lot of crap out there, a lot of crap. So especially in the digital space, that you need to be very careful of. And I've got lots of videos that kind of explain to you how to go ahead and find good ClickBank products, but be very, very careful when you're picking digital products. Physical ones are slightly different, especially if they're on sellers like Amazon, because you know that there's some kind of quality there. You can also see all the reviews on this stuff, so you can tell whether they're good or bad. Now, you could also provide internet services. Now, in the previous page, I talked about the types of tools that I use and I recommend for you. Now, you could actually be an affiliate for those tools. So things like page builders, hosting providers, video editing software, they all run affiliate programs. So you can get paid a commission if you recommend that to other people and they go ahead and purchase those particular services. Now, great thing about a lot of them is they're kind of ongoing commissions as well, so they're good things to actually be an affiliate for. So last up is kind of a combination of products and services on these websites. So Awin, Flex offers and Target Affiliates, you've got lots and lots of different offers on there, so it's worth going ahead and looking at them depending on what your niche is to see if there's something that's not included in some of these other programs, because lots and lots of different companies have affiliate programs that you're not really aware of. So they're good places to go and do some kind of research on to see if there's any products or services there that are good to kind of go ahead and promote. Now, when you're picking a good product, obviously you've got to go ahead and choose the niche first. So I talked a little bit about this on the last slide, that depending on your niche depends on the types of products that work well. Now, lots of people are obviously on the digital space, so they'll pick things like make money online or any kind of e-learning type activities, and they'll pick products around those type of activities, and that's very, very popular. Other people might be in, again, like the outdoor pursuit type space where you have a lot of physical type products that you would go ahead and get. So you need to figure out, what kind of niche it's in and what kind of products work best. And also you've got to figure out what interests you, because there's no point in promoting something that, in my particular way that I do it, I need to be interested in the product because I'm actually building content around that product. So try and figure out what kind of products interest you. Now, the second thing is you need to pick a quality product or service. Don't go ahead and pick some crap to promote, because your reputation isn't going to last very long. You need to pick something quality that people and your customers are actually going to be using and you're going to be proud to actually promote to them. So it's very, very critical that you do that if you're serious about building a long-term business. Don't be somebody who just throws a link out randomly to people, because that just doesn't work. It's really bad and it's not a long-term thing online. Now, for some of these types of products that you'll actually go and promote, there is affiliate material available on the websites. So that could be graphics, that could be articles, that could be, ways that you can actually advertise it with paid traffic. What you need to do is go ahead and review that types of material and see if there's stuff you can use there. I wouldn't copy it completely, but I'd use it as inspiration for my own material that I use when I start going out and developing content for that particular offer. So always look at the affiliate material that the site itself actually provides. Next thing to do is go and grab the affiliate link. So what that does is it tells the actual system that you're using, like ClickBank for instance, that you've actually made a sale, and they'll actually then tag you with a commission for that particular sale. So that's very important that you grab the affiliate link with your details in it. So we talked about the types of products that you can promote as an affiliate, and then we talked a little bit about how you go ahead and pick a good product. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about the promotion strategy that you would actually use. Now, this is where a lot of people go wrong, because anyone can go and find a product on ClickBank now, grab a link, and then start throwing that link everywhere, and then they'll suddenly find they're having no success. So this bit is really, really critical, and this is the piece that you need to spend a lot of time on and actually figure this piece out. And this is the one that's going to actually give you success. So the first thing we need to do when we talk about promotion strategy is look at the various funnel types that you can use to promote goods and services. Now, the first one is direct linking. Now, this is the one that a lot of people use when they're starting off, and it's kind of not very good, but customers are sent directly to a sales page, and then the people go ahead and buy from that sales page or not. And I'll go through these in more detail. Now, the second one is the indirect, which is the customers are sent to a landing page first, and the contact details are collected for those customers, and it gives you the ability to follow up with those customers. That's the better method to do, and that's the way that we teach it. But I'm going to show you these. I'm going to go off to my Funnelytics now, and I'm going to show you these funnels in a little bit more detail so you understand what's going on. So I'm over in my Funnelytics. Now you see here that this is the direct linking method. So you would have a lead, which is a customer. They would come into your particular funnel. They would click the link, go straight to the sales page, go to the order page, and then go ahead and purchase. That sounds great, right? That sounds brilliant for us. The trouble is, a lot of people, and a high percentage of people, never ever actually go ahead and order the particular product when they see a sales page for the first time. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it works. Now, there are people who are browsing, right? Like we all browse. We're browsing shops all of the time. And if you just think of that analogy, when you're physically going out in a shop and you're browsing, then you don't always buy that product. You may actually come back to and buy that product at a later date. Now, this is the issue with this particular method. Now, the way that we like to teach it is the indirect method. And I'll show you the difference here. So here's the overview of the way that I actually do this, right? So you have a lead there, which is your customer. And these traffic platforms are where you would put your content on to drive customers to be interested in your product and service in the first place. So I use YouTube. So my path would be here, where it says YouTube there. My lead would come onto YouTube. They would look at some form of video, and then they would go ahead and click the link in the description below, whatever that video was, whatever that product was, and then they would go over to an opt-in page. Now, the powerful thing about an opt-in page is that once I get someone's details, I can then follow up with them with better tips and tricks, more valuable information, and then also maybe recommend products and services to them as it goes on. What you don't do is immediately start trying to sell. You kind of build a relationship with them, and especially in my world, I want to try and figure out what kind of things people are having issues with. So if they want to build a business online and they want to learn how to build a proper business online, a sustainable business online, I want to know what kind of things they're doing now and what stage they're at and how I can help. So these emails help me do that, right? So anyway, they go to the opt-in page. Now you could give something away for free on that opt-in page, some kind of free report, completely up to you. But you go to an opt-in page, then they go off to the sales page. At the same time, an email comes into their inbox and says, hi, how's it going? And here's the details of the thing you just opted in for, if it was a free report. Now, the powerful thing there is once they go to the sales page, if they decide, well, it's not for me, or they're too busy, they could be doing a million things. They could be on a bus, they could be on their way to work, could be in the gym, whatever it is. They then get an email that explains to them what the product actually was. And then I can start following up with further emails that give them more value. So maybe I'll give them more tips and tricks videos or whatever. And then eventually I can start recommending them, say, hey, that product, it is a really good product. Are you still interested in looking at it? And then I can put links in my emails back to the particular sales page. Now, it gives me that second chance to actually go and promote something. Now, remember, the biggest rule of all of this is you're promoting something that is valuable to someone. You're not promoting crap. So if you're promoting crap, it doesn't matter what kind of system you've got in place, it's not going to work. If I think something's valuable to you and will help you, then this system is perfect, right? So I go back to the sales page, then they go off to the order page, and then obviously, hopefully they purchase and I make a commission. And obviously then I've still got this relationship with them that I can provide them further information. Now, whenever anybody purchases things off me, I keep my email there and my Skype contacts there so they can contact me for help on whatever particular product it is. That's how certain I am that our products are any good. So this is kind of the indirect linking thing. And this is why you need those various little tools to be put in place over time. So you would need somewhere that's an autoresponder. This is where your emails come from. You would need somewhere to build these pages, right? It doesn't have to be that expensive, but you need a website to build these pages. That's why these kind of funnels are critical. So again, when I'm looking at the promotion strategy, there's kind of different ways that you can do this. Now, the way that we recommend beginners, and this video really is focused at beginners, is to use the free traffic way of doing this, which is slightly slower, but it teaches you a hell of a lot around how you build your system up and how your actual business is going to work. Now, essentially what you have is your website in the middle, which is your landing page, and you are going to have some kind of traffic that goes to that landing page. So in my case, let's say it's YouTube, right? And this is what I use. And I create videos on YouTube, tips and tricks type videos, the odd product review. You've seen my product reviews if you've been to this channel before. And that's the way that I could connect with my audience and see who's interested in actually learning affiliate marketing. So I use YouTube. Now you could use blogging, which is SEO, which is kind of driving people with keywords with your articles, and you obviously do lots and lots of articles to get people over to your blog and interested. You could use things like social media, Facebook, whatever. You could use email marketing. So once you've got that email set up in your autoresponder, you can start email marketing people on a regular basis. And the whole thing here is you can also use your relationships you're building over time. So whatever platform you're choosing, you're getting a subscriber list, you're building that up, and you're building those relationships with people, and you're recommending the products or services you think could be good for them. So this is kind of slower, and I think after 3 to 6 months, you'll start seeing some sales. Now, be very, very clear that there is some kind of secrets I'll tell you later on. Be very, very clear that you need to be patient if you're using this particular method, and you need to stick at it. So I would say the monthly cost here is $50 to $100 if you're doing this correctly. And it doesn't have to be $100. You can have it around the $50 mark and have something put in place. And really the main cost then is your time to build the content. Now there is a faster route to do this, but it's not recommended for beginners. Now, I put solo ads in red there because it's something that I want you to keep away from if you're a beginner. You'll see, it looks very attractive. You get thousands of visitors potentially to your offer when you pay a lot of money for that, by the way. And people actually will opt into your particular landing page, but the reality is none of them are actually interested and they won't buy anything off you, and you just be wasting your time trying to email them again. So solo ads are really bad, but you can use things like Google ads, Facebook ads. Still you use email marketing and relationship building, that still applies. But the problem with this is it is a faster way to build your business online, but it can cost a lot of money to get going, and you don't know what you're doing as a beginner. You don't understand how to optimize the actual advert themselves in these particular platforms. You also don't understand how to actually promote things on email to people. So it's very, very difficult for a beginner to actually implement this properly. So the monthly cost, I reckon, is around $300 to $500. Could be more if you start using solo ads. And the return on this is very, very quick in some cases, but it's not necessarily profitable, if that makes sense to you. Now, what are the issues here? Now, these both methods have problems. On the actual free side, obviously it's slow. People might get too slow. They might get bored in putting content up there. They might run out of patience. They might run out of time. They just can't be bothered anymore, and they run out of time. They start getting distracted. This is where the shiny object type thing comes in, and you start going off to Warrior Plus or some other place and trying to find this push button solution, which is all BS. None of it works, but it sounds good, and you think you're going to make money quickly. And you start looking at other methods. What you need to do here is be very, very strict about how you go ahead and do this. If you really want to implement this, this is the way that millions of people have done it online and been a success, right? So it's not something we're just making up. This is an actual real method, very, very simple to get going with. Now, the fast way, you start running out of money because you're using paid traffic. And again, you need to optimize these adverts, right? You look for more and more products to promote because you're not making that much of a profit on one product, so you think, right, I'm going to start spreading myself out here and start promoting this, this, and this. And if I signed up to your list, for instance, and you promoted me one product, and then the next week you promote me something else, and then the next week you promote me something else. You see this all the time online. What are you going to think? You can't just keep sending me emails and promoting things. You're soon going to unsubscribe, right? So you need to be very, very clear on what kind of things you're going to promote to people and be very, very streamlined. You start running out of patience, you've got a lack of knowledge of your business, because if you start using paid traffic straight away, you don't understand how to generate free traffic and how to what your business is really doing that attracts people. What value are you giving in that business? So you lack a general knowledge about what your business is doing, because especially if you use something like solo ads, they'll throw thousands and thousands of people at you, for instance, if you pay for that much. And you don't know where they're coming from and why they actually ever came over to your landing page. If somebody comes to me from YouTube, I know they must be interested in trying to build a business online, right? That's a starting point. If I just get some random paid solo ad from someone, I don't know if they're even interested in that. They might have even been paid to actually join my list. So again, guys, you're gonna have a lack of knowledge about your own business, and you really need to understand how it's all working before you start kind of spreading into paid type traffic. Lack of general business knowledge, you'll end up maybe having a lot of revenue in your business, but it's not actually profit. So kind of a lack of general business knowledge, and then you just have no more time because you've run out of money, you can't be bothered anymore, and you just think, well, this isn't working, and you just skip on to something else. So both of these kind of things have their issues. So there is a kind of hybrid approach that we use. Now, this dual approach is after a while of you actually going online and using this slow approach, right? Building your business, building content, making it sustainable, making it valuable. Then you can start introducing something like paid ads. So I've introduced here in yellow paid ads in here. So maybe you can start experimenting with things like Facebook ads or Google ads to drive a little bit more traffic, or even YouTube ads, right? That's to start generating traffic back to your particular product or service. You only do that after a while. Why do we say this? Because this is more safe, this is more predictable, you've got more control, it's long term, and it's more achievable. Right? This is more achievable for you starting out as a beginner, to start off slow and then I start introducing things very, very slowly into your particular business. Okay. So next up, we got the types of traffic. Now, these are the things that you can do to actually promote your product or service. Now, when I say types of traffic, I mean, what type of content are you going to build that is attracting people to come across and click the links off to your product and service? Now, these are various things. I'm going to show you some options that you can use to kind of attract some people. So the first idea is video creation. So this is exactly what I'm doing now. You create videos, you create value type videos, tips and tricks type videos, product review type videos, all around your chosen niche, and you're trying to provide some kind of value to people, right? Some kind of information to people. And if you do that, then people will become interested in the kind of things that you have to say, and hopefully they'll become your subscriber, and then maybe they get interested in other products or services you have. But the first thing you do is create that value. Now, what you do is you go ahead and add links to the descriptions in your videos, whatever they may be. And the places you can do this is you can go to things like MetaCafe, Vimeo, Break, Dailymotion, LiveLeak, Twitch. Twitch is kind of more gamer type videos. And you can go to YouTube, obviously, and upload your videos. Now, what type of videos can you do? You can do videos like this. You can do videos just on your screen. You can do videos where you're not even talking. You've got some software that will produce them for you. So lots and lots of different options on videos. So you don't always have to talk or be on camera, so don't be worried about that. But video creation is a really, really big one these days, so I'll put that first. Now, another option is blogging. Now, blogging is huge. You obviously write keyword-rich articles, rank in the search engines. Very, very similar to video, but you're obviously just writing big articles and you're getting people to read those articles and then click on the links within those articles. But for people that prefer writing and don't want to go anywhere near video, it's a brilliant, brilliant way that you can actually get people interested in what you're all about and then go ahead and promote things to them. Now, what you can do for free is you can use things like Wix, WordPress, Weebly, Medium, Blogger, Ghost, Tumblr, and that may help you start off for free. But there's so many blogging platforms out there. At the end of the day, once you buy a website, you'll be able to install WordPress and start a blog almost straight away. So very, very good way if you don't want to use video. And you can kind of use both, because you have a blog and you can also have a YouTube channel, and they complement each other. But essentially, when you're starting out, just pick one so you don't get overawed and you have to produce too much content. So video and blogging, really, really good ways to have like a foundation for your business. So I would pick one of those two to start with. Now, you've also obviously got social media. So if you've already got a following on social media, or you're interested in building one, say you've just started something like TikTok, and you're really good on TikTok, then it could be a great way for you to kind of promote your affiliate products. Now, obviously, you create eye-catching viral content, you post consistently, and you build a following. So it could be like pins, could be posts, could be images, could be videos, could be GIFs, could be photos, whatever it may be. But it takes a lot of work, social media, and obviously you need to build that following up for people to be interested in the types of products or services you have. So you can add links to your posts, you can drive people back to your own platforms like your blog or your YouTube channel, and you can build up a following. So where can you go? You know all these: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest, Reddit. The list goes on and on and on. Now, what you need to do really on the resources side is I would just pick one platform to concentrate on, or you end up spreading yourself too thin. So pick one platform, build content for that platform, and then only then branch out. Now, for instance, on TikTok, what I've seen a lot of people doing is they'll actually build content on TikTok and start growing a following, and then get them over to their YouTube channel, because on TikTok you can get people from your bio to your Instagram and your YouTube channels. So what they're trying to do is build up a TikTok following to get back to those other platforms. So, you know, however you want to do this, if you're cool and trendy, go on TikTok. But however you want to do this, these are the kind of social media platforms you can go ahead and use. Now, another thing you can do is answer questions. You can go on sites like Quora and actually go and answer questions for people that have queries around your niche. And this is very, very powerful because it allows you to put links in the descriptions and within those particular answers that can drive people back to your own products or services. So if you have a blog or you have a YouTube channel, I would put that in the actual answer and get people over to your YouTube channel and blog first, and then you can provide more value to them and they'll get interested in you as a person, and then they'll subscribe, right? That's the better way to do it rather than just link straight to a product or service, but you can do that as well. So what you can do is you can place a link in the answer and drive people back to your own platforms, other platforms. Now, the places you can do this are places like Quora, Yahoo Questions. You can do it in forums, in Facebook groups, in AnswerBag, Wiki Answers, Blurtit. The best one is Quora, to be honest, because Quora is really, really big. Hundreds of millions of people go to Quora every single month and look at answers on questions and also ask their own questions. So it's a brilliant platform if you want to use this tactic to drive people back to your original blog or your original YouTube channel. That would be the best way that I would advise to do it. So the next one, and I've left it last because it's not quite as popular as in the good old days, right? But article marketing, the approach is you write value-based articles around a niche or product, and you publish them with the links in the actual articles. So sometimes you can put the links to the signature. You might be able to add links into the actual article itself, depending on the platform. Now, the best way to do this, especially if you've got things like a blog, is you can use kind of a portion of the actual article you put in your blog on these article marketing sites, and then say, you know, get people back to your own blog to read more. So it's a good little tactic to have. You can place affiliate links in the article or drive traffic back to your other platforms. That's a good way that you can actually get more traffic to come and see whatever article or even video that you produced. Now, where can you go for this? Places like Ease In Articles, Squiddo, Article Alley, Hub Pages, Go Articles, Article Base, iSnare. So article marketing isn't so popular, but it is still a good way to drive traffic back to your other platforms. So I want to go through my 3 secrets to success when you're doing any of this stuff that I described. Because once you start online as you're a beginner and you want to get into affiliate marketing, it isn't going to be easy to get going. But you can do this and you can build a real business online if you really stick at this. So what are my 3 secrets? The first one is you need to have patience. So free traffic takes time, and you need to think long term whenever you're talking about things like free traffic. So if you want to start off for free, you need to build a lot of content out there and do a lot of videos to really see an uptick in the type of traffic you get. Don't expect to put a couple of videos on YouTube and suddenly have thousands of people come across and actually start viewing them. Very, very difficult, but if you have patience, it absolutely does work, because this is exactly what I do myself. The second one, you've got to have consistency. So you've got to consistently build content and then post it on these sites. So again, don't expect to put a video 1 week and then leave it for 3 weeks and put a video on, leave it for another 3 weeks and put a video on, and see any kind of real upturn in the type of traffic you're getting back to your products and services. You've got to be consistent. In the early days, you've got to work your ass off, and you've got to get lots and lots of content on there to really start seeing and getting that confidence in your content that starts that snowball effect, and then all of a sudden you'll see lots and lots of traffic coming to your products and services. So you've got to be consistent in the early days. So rinse and repeat is a really big one that we always go on about. Rinse and repeat is just find a niche, find a product, build content, and then rinse and repeat that process and build more and more content, and then you'll start to see a lot of visitors. The last one is, and the key thing is, I've said this several times, you got to provide value to people when building content. So if you're just going to be grabbing affiliate links and trying to opportunely throw them out there and see if somebody clicks on them, that's not a long-term business. You might make a few sales if you're lucky, but it's not a long-term business. The long-term business is providing value to people. All the most successful people online are providing value to people, and a lot of it's completely for free, and they only get paid once people, delve into their products and services and actually start purchasing off them. So a lot of it is about providing that value up front and then following up with the types of things that you want to go ahead and promote. Okay, so patience, consistency, and value. If you stick to those three things, then you will be successful over time if you're an affiliate marketer. So the last thing I want to do is kind of take you through our 12-step action plan, which I discussed at the beginning of this video. Now, this is completely free. If you check out the link in the description below, you can go ahead and grab this straight away, right? Now, it's 12 main steps, but it starts off with some kind of foundation work. So you got a getting started module, you got your road to success, an action plan walkthrough, and then you have kind of a regrouping session where we really discuss what you're trying to achieve when you're building a business online. Then you have these steps. So you have choosing a niche, building the website, making a YouTube channel, making videos, choosing one social account, building your foundation. Now, for the YouTube channel, also you can use blogging. It's up to you. You can build your foundation. You can have a reality check to figure out what have you done so far and what kind of things do you need to put in place before you move on. You can create valuable content. Step 7 is expand your social media. Step 8 is using free traffic sources. We go that into a lot more detail. Each of those traffic sources I kind of went through. We show you exactly how to use them. Also the paid traffic piece, we show you how to use paid traffic. Email marketing, and then we have another reality check. Step 11 is taking things to the next level, and then we have a rinse and repeat section. So you can see there lots of these are very, very long detailed videos. You can get all this information completely for free, and it gives you a really good foundation to get started. If you're a complete beginner with affiliate marketing or you're kind of struggling, this is going to be a really good thing for you. So guys, thanks very much for watching. I know that was kind of a lot of slides, but I wanted to give you as much detail, especially if you're a beginner in affiliate marketing or you're struggling, kind of give you as much detail as I can so you've got a good foundation to really get going and get doing it. My name is Richard Darby. This is School of Nomads. If you haven't been over to our channel before, please go ahead and hit the subscribe and notification bell. It takes you 1 second and I'll tell you exactly when I release new videos just like this one. And guys, as I said before, if you want our free 12-step action plan, go ahead and hit the link in the description below and we'll take you through the whole process step by step. Until next time guys, take care.